Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my presentation today. The paper that we worked on is titled Key Employability Skills in Brunei, reviewing the perceptions of employers and employees in private and government sectors. I am Adilah Hisa, a PhD student in the Universiti Teknologi of Brunei Darussalam, and Dr. Fadzliwati, which is one of the author of the paper, is actually my supervisor. So, as a start, we know that the concept of employability has been a concern for a number of countries in the world, which is believed to be due to the unemployment rates. Statistical reports indicated that there are about 172 million of the world population are unemployed in the year of 2018. And what is more, high percentage of this is actually belongs to youth, as their unemployment rates was found to be 3 times greater than that of the adults. This also becomes a concern in Brunei, where the youth unemployment rates is currently the highest among the Asian countries and the Gulf Cooperation Council. Furthermore, unemployment are often linked with employability skills, and these skills are actually considered an important aspects in contributing to employability of youth, especially in terms of gaining successful careers and becoming more employable individuals. So for this study, the main objective is to investigate the perceptions of employers and employees in the two sectors on the key employability skills in Brunei, as well as to test the hypothesis to assess whether the significant difference exists between these perceptions with respect to gender, age differences, as well as working experience. Upon reviewing literature, it was indicated that there is a gap between the employability skills possessed by youth graduates and the entry-level work requirements. Also, there is a gap that present between education and training and the job market demands. Moreover, recent study conducted by Musa and Idris during this year revealed that Bruneian youth has lack of information on the essential skills needed for their employment. Hence, this calls for a need for research to be done to investigate what sort of skills that are valued by the employers and employees in the country. So, as employer plays important role in transforming employability to employment, hence it is significant to understand their views on these skills. For instance, a study conducted in the United States implied that employers perceived literacy and numeracy skills, leadership skills, work ethics, interpersonal and critical thinking skills as significant for the workforce. Whereas in Malaysia, problem solving, adaptability skills, interpersonal skills are some of the skills that are valued by employers. Following that, in the UK, personal attributes and generic skills are viewed important than subject knowledge. For this paper, a quantitative method of approach in the form of questionnaire has been used. There are 30 items in the questionnaire, which represents the employability skills, and these items were adapted from Robinson, Singh and Brewer. Following that, these items are further corresponds to the 4 bases of competence established by Evers et al. In 1998, and they are managing self, communicating, managing people and tasks, as well as mobilizing, innovation, and change. So firstly, managing self is the ability of an individual to manage and control themselves upon facing different situations, and this includes skills related to their personal strength, problem solving, their time management, as well as individual learning. Secondly, communicating refers to how an individual apply their communication skills to different people in terms of collecting, transmitting, and integrating information in various forms. This includes written communication, interpersonal communication, verbal communication, as well as listening. The third component is managing people and tasks, and this include the ability to coordinate tasks, make decisions, leadership skills, and managing conflict. Last but not least, mobilizing innovation and change refers to the ability to be innovative and creative to initiate change, take risks, and adapt to changing situations. Apart from that, there were 160 individuals from private and government sectors who took part in the study, where 45.5% of them were male. Majority of these respondents were 40 years old and above, and most of them have been working for more than 20 years. As for data analysis, SPSS version 25 were used as the statistical tool for running the hypothesis, which involve inferential analysis, whereas descriptive statistics is used for describing the characteristics of the data. To attain the main objective of the study, the average mean scores for the 4 components have been computed. In this case, high scores indicates greater significance. As shown in the graph, communicating achieved the highest mean score, followed by managing self, managing people and tasks, and mobilizing innovation and change. This means that the respondents of the study perceive communication skills, such as oral, written, interpersonal communication, and listening, are the most significant when it comes to the workforce as compared to the rest of the skills in the other components. So moving on to the second part of the objective of the study, which is running the hypothesis. As for hypothesis 1, a man-Whitney task has been carried out. In this case, all of the 4 components have achieved p-values less than 0.05. This indicates that employers and employees of both genders have different perceptions on how they rate the level of significance of employability skills. It means that the null hypothesis for the first hypothesis has been rejected. Following that, the second hypothesis revealed that employers and employees of different age groups have different perceptions on the level of significance of employability skills. This has been conducted through the Kruskal Wireless test, where all components achieve p-values less than 0.05. Similarly, the null hypothesis has been rejected for this case. However, for the third hypothesis of the study, the analysis which has been conducted through the Kruskal Wireless test revealed that there is no significant difference in the perceptions of employers and employees of different work experience on how they rate the level of significance of these employability skills. This is due to the p-values for all of the 4 components were found to be greater than 0.05. So in this case, the third hypothesis of the study is not supported. In summary, the findings of the study revealed that majority of employers and employees valued youth who have the ability to apply communication skills in terms of collecting, transmitting, and integrating information in various forms, as well as the ability to manage and control themselves upon facing different situations. This paper further contributes to the understanding of the key employability skills required in Brunei workforce, and also contributes to the literature by exploring how the significant difference may exist in the perceptions of the key employability skills with respect to gender and age differences, but not with the work experience. Furthermore, the outcome of the study would benefit the training program designers and educators, especially in the field of leadership development, in terms of designing programs or curriculum to promote youth development in the acquisition of employability skills. Not only that, the study will be a great value to the various employers in terms of equipping their new trainees or even workers with the employability skills mentioned and discussed in the study. Nonetheless, the study is limited to only few organizations, so it only accounts for a small sample size. So in light of this, future research may consider larger sample size and extending the scope to include respondents from other organizations, that is by focusing on specific industries and occupation backgrounds that would further help to reduce the mismatch that is present between skills possessed by youth and the job market requirements. As a recommendation, higher education institutions should consider inviting a number of employers from different industries as the guest lecturers, so as to share the knowledge and to the students to increase their awareness on employability skills. Last but not least, educators could take into account the key employability skills into the classroom practices to enable youth students to practice and learn how to properly utilize the skills for their upcoming career purposes. So that is all from me. Thank you for listening to my presentation.